All right.
I'll be consistent.
We're recording. We're doing a podcast. Let's hear the theme song. It's different because we're doing Tales from the Crypt.
The following program contains scenes of violence, nudity, and mature subject matter. Parental discretion is advised.
LIW from the Crypt review. Hello, citizens. Welcome to that show. Only not that show. It's LIW Anthology series review now. I'm Phoenix West.
Dick Ticket.
Hi, Dick.
Hi.
So, we just watched Tales from the Crypt, episode 501, Death of Some Salesman, and you chose it. And
yeah, I was so excited for this episode. Tim Curry playing 3 different parts with Ed Begley Jr., and then Ed Begley Jr. gets his head blown off. You can't be more happier than that.
I just want to mention this episode starts off he does 8 puns in the intro.
Yes.
And it was like a fucking record. I don't think we've ever had that high.
Well, I guessed 3, you guessed 5, and we're both way off.
We're both. He had 10 total. He had 2 in the outro.
Yeah.
He was restrained in the outro. And I want to do like a weird graph where it's like the number of puns versus how good the episode is, and see if there's correlation there at all.
Maybe the most puns is a better episode.
It could be.
Yeah.
I don't really keep track of it.
Well, you're going to have to go back and watch them all over again, I guess.
Exactly why I don't keep track of it.
Exactly.
Not doing that.
Have Adam do it. He'll love it.
Adam, we were talking before we started recording this about how I've done 3 or so in a row, and they've all been really good. Like on episode 52, I did Confession, which is an episode with Kieran Hines and Eddie Izzard. And before that, I did Revenge is the Nuts. And that one, I don't remember who the fuck was in it. I liked it. I liked it quite a bit. Before that, I did Forever Ambergris with Steve Buscemi.
Yes, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yep.
It's one of the few things with goopy people I liked.
Yeah, I was surprised when I saw it. Yeah, it was pretty good. And it was another episode with full frontal nudity.
Yeah.
This one opens with Ed Begley Jr. banging the shit out of some broad.
That's what I was going to get to.
Yeah.
I got so sidetracked there. Thank you.
Wow. Was not expecting that. Because Tales from the Crypt. Yeah.
And then the back of his head. I'm like,
Well, this was the 5th season.
Yeah.
So I guess they had put in enough hours, and this is like 1993. So I guess HBO was starting to get ballsy and said, you know what? We're paid for TV. Let's show some titty.
Not some. She's naked.
A lot.
The whole opening scene.
Yes.
Which is Ed Begley banging her. He's Ed Bangling her. And then the next morning, he's up there. He's doing his paperwork. He's looking through the paper, and he says, Mr. Jones. He's looking at the obits. And you can tell he's working on something. And she's like, so where are we going now? He's like, I don't give a shit where you go now, bitch.
Yeah.
I pumped and dumped. I'm done.
Yep.
I'm getting the fuck out of here. And you can tell he's a shady salesman. We already knew he was a salesman based on the title.
Oh, yeah. But he's just an asshole. He established early on that he's just a piece of shit.
It doesn't seem worth it what he's doing. Like he's nickel-timing people.
Well, I mean, I think this is just one of his scams that he does this. This is probably his day job, and then at night he does another complicated scam. I'm sure he's been doing this for years.
Yeah, but
that's the idea. Yeah. This is just the new scam of the week he's working on.
You just think he'd go for something bigger than $187 a pop.
Well, he's just taking whatever he can get, basically, from cash. That's what he's doing. But he's probably hitting up. Well, it looks like he hit up about 10 or 12 houses.
Yeah, I mean, how many people died in that neighborhood, though?
Yeah.
They all had to die recently.
It must have been the whole county. Let me see. I want to see. Like, okay, so with the science in my calculator, let's say he got roughly $187 on average. Let's say he asked, what, $250 a piece on people?
Let's say $200 on average.
So let's say $200 on average he's getting. He went to 12 places. He made $2,400 cash.
That doesn't seem worth it to me.
Well, this is the 90s, so maybe that was more like $8,000,
Maybe, I don't know.
maybe $10,000 in a day. It's not bad.
Yeah, but it's like risk versus reward at some point where this shit's
Right.
gonna happen. What happens to him eventually?
Well, he's gonna, you're gonna run that hick family that all looks like Tim Curry, and they're gonna murder you and bury you in the basement.
To be fair, only the women in the family look like Tim Curry. The man Pa does not.
No,
He is him. He just doesn't look like him really.
yeah, the makeup was very good on that.
Pa is my favorite character in this. Though his voice, I hope you take cash.
You take cash. That was beautiful. And
Yeah,
that's when you know it's all a joke, because he's like, that's when you know they're fucking with him.
Yeah, he's just having a fun field day with this episode.
And I love the reveal of, he sold us a color TV. That wasn't a color TV. It is now. He opens it. The guy's dead in there. That was funny.
He goes, now it's colored.
Oh, man. That was great.
This is what Tales from the Crypt should be.
Yes.
This is what it could be if they tried every episode.
I think this should be, like, if you talk about, the top 10 Tales from the Crypt, this is like the number one, if not top 3.
Yeah, I think I like the other one we did more, the John Lovitz one more.
The John Lewis one's good too, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. This is fun to watch, but it's
Yeah.
I don't think it's as good.
Well, I wonder if that's the same season. It's the 5th season of the John Lovitz one.
What's the name of it again?
Death, or it was, oh shit.
No, it's not. This is the same season as Forever Ambergris, Came the Dawn, which is awful, Halfway Horrible, and Till Death Do We Part. We've done those episodes in the season.
Oh, wow. So they weren't very good.
Season 6, no. Season 7, no. Season 4, Maniac at Large. What's the name of the episode?
This one?
No, the John Lovitz one.
I think it was, oh, shit. Oh, God, it was the actor one. I think acting's in the title.
Yeah, it's something. Why the fuck?
Let me look it up. I'll put John Lovitz in here. Hold on. But, John Lovitz, I take it in the ass.
I have like everything labeled on my end, and I have them white if we've done them, and I'm not seeing it.
Wow, John Lovitz has 124 credits to his name.
Wow,
he's the working guy.
It's called Top Billing, season 305.
Oh, so 305. Okay, season 3. Interesting.
I didn't like it white for some reason, so I'm doing that now. There we
Yeah.
go. Yeah, that was a good one. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, that one is a good one. That one, yeah, might be top 5 for sure. And this one's definitely in my top 5 now forever.
Yeah.
Just because anytime you have an actor play 3 different parts in like a show, like something like this, it's just fun to watch.
Yeah.
And I wish they would do that. And like nowadays, they're never going to let actors do this now because it's not right. He can't play a woman.
Eddie Murphy was the last person to be able to do it.
Yeah. He can't play a black guy. He's white.
Mike Myers.
Well, Mike Myers got in trouble for being the love guru.
Well, do you blame people?
Well, that was just a fucking terrible movie.
If it was a fine movie, nobody would say anything.
No, but it's an awful, awful movie. I'm still pissed off he played a cat in Cat in the Hat. That movie was god-awful.
I'd rather watch Cat in the Hat 5 times than Love Guru once.
Oh, God. Have you ever seen Love Guru?
I've seen them both.
Oh, Jesus. I haven't seen Cat in the Hat.
I saw it. It was fine. It is what it is. Not as bad as you think it would be.
I don't believe you. You're trying to sell me something.
No, you got kids. You'll watch what you can. And you're like, oh, Mike Myers at least is in this.
Nope. If I had kids, I'd tell them, look, kids, I ain't watching that shit. And you ain't either. That'll rot your head. What are you going to show us, Uncle Rich? Taxi driver.
You make your own children call you Uncle Rich.
Uncle Dick.
That's weird.
Well, I had my Japanese nephew sing me happy birthday, but he didn't say happy birthday. He goes, Happy Peasants Day.
Happy Peasants Day?
Happy Peasants Day to you.
Presents.
Happy Peasants Day to you. That's what he says. Funny. It was very funny. And he couldn't even say my name, little shit.
All kids are little shits.
He couldn't say my name. He's only 4.
A trailer for Old is on right now.
Oh, God. Oh, this is game 6 right now, isn't it?
It is.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Trying to watch it.
What's the score right now?
I don't know. It's on commercial, but this new Steven Soderbergh movie looks decent.
Oh, Ocean's 11-14.
Pretty much.
He wants to do another one. Don
No,
Cheadle said.
no sudden move.
Oh, okay. I like Soderbergh. His movies are strange. He always has he has a jewel here and there.
Yeah, I didn't see The Laundromat.
I saw some of it. It was okay.
Yeah, I can usually tell if I'm gonna like it or not.
I liked the one that he shot with an iPhone. The one about the girl going crazy.
Unsane.
That was actually not a bad one. That was pretty good. That was really a dark movie too. It was pretty rough. And that's Claire Foy, who was in Season of the Witch.
Oh, that's her?
Yeah, that's her.
So his scam in this is to say, hey, he purposely finds dead people goes to talk to their spouse and be like, oh, you look exactly like you described. And then he basically says, your dead person put down a deposit on a grave site for you both. He put down $250. He only owes $250 more. Plus, you get $10,000. It makes no fucking sense. Apparently, everyone gets so excited by hearing that amount, and they don't think about that. They just hand him cash, and he leaves.
Well, just dumb hicks.
Yeah, but
that's the idea.
Yeah, this would only work in the countryside. You couldn't do this in the city. It'd be like, "Oh, fuck yourself!" Like nobody.
You could do this in the city too, because they're just as stupid.
You get shot though.
No, it depends on where you go.
But
I think you get shot more out in the country because they all got guns in the country.
You got time to get away though.
Kind of.
It's basically it's a scam, and he's going around person to person doing this. He goes to this house, the last house he goes to, and it's
forever
the Curry household.
Oh, fucking great!
Where there's 3 people in there. They're all Tim Curry.
So great.
He plays Ma and Pa, and then what's her name?
Faye?
No, it starts with a W.
Winona. Winona Judd. That's right.
Winona Brackett.
Winona. She ain't gonna get no man.
It is very similar to Nothing But Trouble.
Yes.
Great Dan Aykroyd movie where both him and John Candy play 2 roles. Actually, John Candy plays 3.
John Candy plays 3, but not as successfully as Tim Curry.
I don't know. I don't think he plays 3. I think I think like Peter Aykroyd plays the other diaper baby.
No, he does. Yeah. No, he played. Yeah, John Candy plays himself and his sister, and that's it.
Yeah. So they both play 2.
Yeah.
It's very similar to that. They both have like melting, gross makeup, and they're all disgusting. They have creepy ass rooms with dolls on the wall, just like Nothing But Trouble. Only this one is they're just killing salesmen because they hate salesmen.
Brutally murdering salesmen.
He says he got sold a microwave that didn't work, and so he put that guy's head in it. It's just sitting there.
Vacuum cleaner didn't work, so it's down his throat.
Yeah.
He's holding it. It's basically jabbed down his throat. And then the TV man is in the TV. I understand suspension of disbelief. But that shit would stink.
Yeah.
There would be a rotting smell in that entire house. You would know it the first moment you walked in that someone was dead in there.
They must be very good at getting the air out of the house.
They must have stock in Lysol spray.
Yeah, or they all visited that morning.
Yeah, maybe.
Like they just stopped by.
He's fresh.
But it makes sense with the ending because he's selling them a grave. He gets put in a grave in their basement.
So when he was knocked out, they took that paper from him and put it in a tin box and buried it 10 feet into the ground.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Because at one point Ma and Pa, they knock him out, and then they're like, we're not going to kill him until at least Winona sees him. And he wakes up and immediately can't see Winona. And he's like, I love you, Winona. I just feel like I know you already. And she's Tim Curry in a fat suit.
Do I look like the Mona Lisa?
God. Let's talk about the hottest sex scene I've ever watched.
Oh, this one is probably the best Tales from the Crypt sex scene you could ever ask for.
I want you to describe it while I take my pants off.
Oh, yeah. She goes in there, she lifts up her skirt and rips off her panties I think does he throw them at him?
She just holds him out.
She just holds him out, and then she goes, takes his pants off, rips his underwear off, and she's just kind of looking at him, goes, "You don't love me." He goes, "No, wait." Through willpower, he gives himself an erection, and she goes, "Oh, you do love me." And then she starts riding him, and they both come at the same time, which is kind of odd.
He gets off when she gets off. He's a
that's tough to do. That's hard to do.
or he pretended to.
Well, I mean, you can't pretend when it shoots up in there.
No, he's like, "Oh yeah, there we go."
Oh, yeah, but she'd know it. He wasn't wearing a rubber.
Or he just goes, "Ghost load." Sorry.
Sorry,
definitely
blanks.
came though.
That's okay.
And he's just like, "Can I have a whole box of baby wipes?
Can I have an acid bath?
Can you get me a lighter? So I can just get you off me."
So bad, but so funny.
It's
And just the way the makeup on Tim Curry is so well done. It's just so funny.
yeah, especially the paw.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really tell it's him.
No.
Like if I didn't know that was him, I would never guess it was Tim Curry in makeup.
Now what? So he's selling them that plot though.
Yeah.
He says the con is the father was dead, the husband's dead, but yet in this one he's not. So wouldn't he just figure out right there to get out of there because no one's dead?
Well, he goes to the house and they go, "Oh, there's no one here by that name." And he's like, "Oh," and she's like, "You selling something?" He's like, "I am." And that's when they invited
Is
him.
that what it was? Okay.
So he goes, "All right, well, you're both alive, so you both put down deposits for your
Okay.
That's what it is.
All right. He just changed the con to say, "Hey, you get $40,000 for $750."
Yeah.
Well, that sounds good. You want cash?
We can't pass on that.
Can't pass on that.
That's when he goes in with a coffee and tries to heat it up in the microwave and finds a head.
Hilarious.
Yeah. And he goes, "Ah!" and falls back.
Like he really goes nuts, and he just
Yeah.
can't get out of the house, and he's hitting the head with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
And he wakes up handcuffed, and that's when they have all their talk about Winona needs to see him, and then he has his love affair with Winona. They get married, and then he goes, "What about a preacher?" "Pa is a preacher."
Of course.
Oh god, it was funny.
And he doesn't want to. He's kind of like, but then, well, after they fuck, and she's like, "Well, whoever married gets Pa's dowry." And he's like, "What's that?" He's like, "All the money from the salesman, like 40 grand." And so he's like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Yeah, sounds good to me.
It's all a ruse.
Yeah, pretty good, pretty smart on their behalf. You gotta give them credit.
Yeah, basically they get their daughter laid, and then they get to kill someone.
There you go.
Yeah, what more can you ask for in life?
That's what the family's all about.
Getting your daughter laid.
Getting your ugly fucking daughter laid with Ed Begley Jr., a superstar like Ed Begley Jr.
This episode is like a comedic version of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes.
And meets a comedic version of Nothing But Trouble.
Because Nothing But Trouble was not funny.
Not funny at all.
No.
I hate
when you have a movie that ends with a cartoon cutout of a wall and it's supposed to say, it's like, oh my God, no! That's when you know. No.
Yeah.
And anytime you have a roller coaster in a movie that kills people, that's when you know you're in a bad movie.
"We're going to visit my son-in-law." And he's holding his license. He's a banker. He's a rich banker.
There's the bee's nest behind you. Yeah, but that part was funny when they bring all the cops in and he goes, "Hi, fellas. Hi, Judge."
Yeah.
That was fun. I give credit there. See, boy.
It's like 100 extras. Oh,
Yeah.
"Hey, Jeff."
It's pretty funny. I mean, it's like just giant conspiracy theory because he takes care of all the crime. He just basically kills all these unwanteds.
Got a 9-point lead at halftime.
Ooh. What does this have on IMDb score, this episode?
The Suns game?
No.
I'm sorry. Oh, it has a... Oh, let me go back. I'm on the main cast.
It's got to be an 8.
8 exactly.
Yeah, I would say it deserves an 8. Yeah, it's great.
I kind of want to give... I'm going to give it a 9.
Yeah, I would agree.
I really enjoyed this.
It's a lot of fun. I was laughing the whole time. It just, again, shows you how wonderful Tim Curry was. And it's so sad that he's just, he gets, people get old, they die, they get sick, they can't do what they
that old.
Well, he's 75.
Yeah, but
I think he just
broke when he
turned.
was 60 something.
Yeah, he's been out of it for a while, but it's just too bad. But thank goodness he worked fucking a lot in the '90s. He didn't
did.
say no to anything.
While we're watching the episode, I'm scrolling through his IMDb, and I'm like, I'm still, holy shit.
All the voiceover work he did. He's done so many great performances, and it's just like, man, Tim Curry's one of the best. And when he goes, it's going to be a real sad day because we're not going to get anything like that again. Because they're not going to let actors do this anymore. They're not going to let actors play a girl part. They're not going to let them play a different race or ethnic group because it's just silly. It's just like, this is theater. It's not supposed to be real life. You're not taking a job away from somebody because it's a joke, you know?
I want to picture like Kids in the Hall being on now and people rioting.
They would hate it now. I bet you show someone the Kids in the Hall episode, they'd call it homophobic, even though it's done by a homosexual.
Yeah.
Like, they're so fucking stupid. It's just that they'll just attack anything if it doesn't fit their weird morality. And it's just like, what are you guys doing? Shut the fuck up. I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of it. And I think a lot of people are, and it's gonna come to a head. And it's going to be, people are going to get to the point where they're just going to be like, you know what? Yeah, call me whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. It's stupid. Let's move on now. But you're a bigot. Okay, whatever. Yeah, sure, I'm a bigot. I hate you. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Like, I don't care anymore.
We need more companies to do that. Like,
well, they're all pussies. They all think Twitter's real, and Twitter isn't. Twitter is like 2% of the population, if that.
And
Twitter's nothing.
And all those like people posting shit, if you look through it, all the exact same wording, it's all bots.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's bots, yeah.
None of it's fucking real.
A lot of these guys have 20 accounts and they just recycle their shit, and it's obviously the same guy doing it. It's obvious. So it's just like, it's some conspiracy.
And everyone's in on it.
Everyone,
including her.
Including
Winona.
Hey, Miss Fuzzy Britches.
Yeah. Winona is basically John Candy is the girl.
Yes. But John Candy never had a dialogue in Big Trouble.
He's silent.
Because
he was too embarrassed. He's like, I'm not fucking
talking. I think he pulled because he did that Glenn or Glenda thing. He knew Ed Wood movies. He said, I'll play the part mute, just like Vampirella did. He'd be like, hey, listen, Dan, I appreciate you writing this part for me, but I want to play it mute.
He did Nick Cage in Willy's Wonderland.
Oh, my God.
In your movie, I'm not going to talk.
Oh,
I'm going to drink beer the whole time.
It wasn't even beer. It was like an energy drink.
Oh, that's what we were seeing.
That's what we thought.
Yeah. That movie.
That movie sucks so bad, too.
I will
tell you what, though. I'd rather watch that than The Weatherman.
No. Save it.
I hate that fucking movie.
All right. All I can think about now is Nothing But Trouble. That's all that's on my mind.
Now you're going to have to watch it.
No.
Cleanse your brain.
A bunch. Everyone's bad in that movie. Everyone. Who comes away unscathed?
What, in Big Trouble?
Nothing But Trouble.
Nothing But Trouble? Oh, God. I don't know. Because that was kind of the height of Demi Moore's career, and that kind of fucked her up. Maybe the girl that ends up with John Candy does okay.
Oh, you know who comes away unscathed is Taylor. What the fuck's his name?
Tupac.
No, yeah, Tupac.
He came out okay. Anyway. Digital Underground came out okay.
What's that guy's name? Taylor, the guy that plays the foreigner in the movie, or him and his women are running around trying to get away.
Oh, his sister. It was his sister because she ends up with John Candy. He goes, "My lover, you're going to be taken care of, my friend," because he becomes a security for him. His name is Pablo something.
Talking about the guy who just died a few years ago.
Yeah, the guy goes fish tacos in Nothing But Trouble. The guy says, "You're in a Beamer, act like it."
Taylor
Lautner.
Taylor Negron.
Taylor Negron, yeah.
Raymond Barry's in it.
And Taylor Negron was also in Last Boy Scout. He plays the psycho bad guy in it. He's great in that, too.
He died in 2015. So
yeah, that was very sad. He
died a long time ago.
Oh, God, yeah, that's so sad.
Brian Doyle Murray's in it.
He's still alive. He's Jack Ruby, for Christ's sake. You want to cast somebody, you cast Brian Doyle Murray as Jack Ruby. Beautiful. Perfect casting.
All right, so that's the whole episode. He gets buried in his own grave that he digs because he thinks he's digging up money and ends up being
Poetic justice.
Yeah.
It's a great episode. It was great. I'm so happy we watched it.
You know what's a good episode when we don't have much to say on the podcast and we barely spoke during the commentary episode?
Yeah, I was just too busy laughing.
Yeah, we were laughing and that was it.
It was just so enjoyable. It was just wonderful. It was like watching a Inside Number 9 episode.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh my God, these are so good. I can't say anything.
Really hate the bingo hopper.
Yeah, the bingo hopper's
really
awful.
I hate it.
Yeah. I knew there was at least 10 good episodes. And I think you've seen 4 so far.
No, I've probably seen 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Because this is going to my top tier bucket.
Oh, absolutely.
There's a few in there. Like Yellow was a really good episode. That might even be my favorite, actually. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, but Yellow wasn't made for this show. That's the other thing, though. Yellow is a freak. It's not. Is an outliner.
Yeah,
it is a paradox.
And it was really good.
Yeah, like I said, it's a paradox.
Yeah.
It's a really good Tales from the Crypt episode. There's not many of them.
It's a two-fisted tail. Yeah,
Right in the ass.
Double-fisted tail. Yeah.
Like the Brad Pitt one, which is so fucking terrible.
Oh yeah, King of the Road.
That one sucks. That one's really bad.
I'm kind of looking forward to that one.
That one's fucking cheesy.
Yeah, there's a few episodes I still want to watch. Oh, I did watch I think I told you that. I did watch the episode of the Razor Blades.
Yes.
Remember I kept talking about my first time to the show?
Yeah.
That's it. But it's in the movie.
Yes.
It's better in the movie than it is in the episode.
Yes.
That episode's still good though.
Yeah. Anthony Zerbe.
So I think that's the one I brought up earlier and I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Yeah. Now that was a good one. I think there's one where this vampire couple adopts a kid and they're going to eat him and he ends up being a werewolf. That's a good one. That's another good episode.
Revenge is the Nuts must be that episode I'm talking about.
Which one's that? Revenge of the Nuts?
Yeah, I think Revenge is the Nuts. I think that's the one with the razor blades.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it must be because there's the time I did it, yeah.
Was it the one with Anthony Zerbe?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Gotta be.
Another good character actor who's, I think, still alive.
I don't know.
Zerbe. He has that great bit in Matrix Reloaded when he talk about nothing for 10 minutes.
I do have, because I do my bingo hopper just to choose random shit on the side. And I did choose a new Tales from the Crypt episode, new Tales from the Crypt Keeper, the cartoon.
Oh.
Grounds for Horror. It's just sitting there on the side over here. I haven't watched it. I draw so many of the cartoons. It's fucking crazy. I kind of want to just do them all and get them out of the way.
You should.
And just, but
I'd watch those. That'd be fun. I would do the animated ones.
1 or 2 is fine. But then you get to the 12th episode, or however the fuck many I've done. I'm like, they're all the same. I always start off with going, oh, it's not that bad. And then some point during the live recording, I'm like, get the fucking point. Come on.
They don't end up like that teenage version of Goosebumps, where the little girl gets eaten alive at the end of the episode.
Yeah. No, it's horribly dated, and I get the 10-minute mark. I'm like, fuck this. Come on, something.
They're short though. That's probably the nice thing.
They're also very Canadian.
Yes. Hey.
We got to get a boot. What about it? What about it? Like,
your dad owns a health food store. Classic.
I forgot about that one.
Your dad owns a health food store.
How about it? Oh,
about the old guy. You're getting a hoose.
Oh man, they scared the wits out of me. Oh, what do you say there, Marky?
Oh my. Oh me, oh my.
I think we're done, right?
Yeah, that's it. I give it a 9. Yeah.
Yeah, give it a 9.
It's a great episode. Loved it. I'm so glad I finally got to see it. I always wanted to see it. I always kept, every time I see the DVD, that picture's on the back with all 3 of them together. I'm always like, I need to see this. I never ever saw it until today.
You know what's funny? Eddie Murphy turned down the role of Ma, Pa, and Winona Brackett. Thank God.
Wow. That would have been interesting, though. Eddie Murphy was still fucking popular then. If this was 1998, he probably would have done it.
The Metro year.
Yeah, that's what the Showtime. Oh no, 2002, 98 to 2002 is like the death of Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, that's what he did. Metro, and he had the hair, and yeah.
And Showtime was 2002 with De Niro. That was awful.
I noticed on cable,
Pluto
Metro
Nash.
always on. I'm like, who the fuck wants to watch this movie again? Like, it's always on.
Because it's delightfully funny with Michael Rappaport.
I remember watching it in VHS when it came out, and I was like, oh no, that's not for me. Like, it wasn't horrible, but I was like, no, I don't need to watch that again. I got it.
Yeah, it's like, who writes these scripts? Like, how these movies get made, which we will talk about next. Who writes these fucking scripts?
I have so many new Tales from the Crypt backgrounds. I don't know.
Yeah, look at that. That's great. Oh, that's a nice one. See, good thing there's only two of us. You can see all the heads of Tim Curry. Rest in peace.
No, whatever.
He's not dead, but he's pretty much
now when he dies.
Yeah, for a week tomorrow when he dies.
For this one. Yeah.
Very
the
good.
actress who stars as the titty girl was in this. Her name is Stella. Her real name is Kathy Weeks. Kathe. She's in Digging Up Business in 1990. This in 93. An episode of Nightstand in 95. An episode of Crusade in 99.
She must have married a producer.
Or she just blew her fucking brains out. I don't know.
Now, a lot of these actresses, they hook up with producers or they hook up with some entrepreneur that's a multimillionaire or has some family guy that has lots of money, because actresses always end up with some guy that takes care of them. That's their job.
This Crusade show, stars Gary Cole, Daniel Day Kim.
That's a Babylon 5 show.
Is it?
That's the spinoff for Babylon 5.
Yeah, right after the events of Babylon 5, A Call to Arms, a team of soldiers and scientists
I just bought it. I gotta watch it. I'm in the middle of season 3.
There's only 13 episodes. You can watch Crusade quick.
It was canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it got a TV movie to wrap it up.
Not that I'm seeing.
Gary Cole.
There's a lot of these movies, though. Holy shit.
Oh, there's
Babylon
a lot of
Babylon. Call to Arms, Babylon 5, The Lost Tales, Babylon 5, The Legend of the blah, blah, blah.
I think there's 8
Third
movies
State.
altogether, yeah.
The River of Souls, In the Beginning, just Babylon 5. Space, Above and Beyond.
She was in that, too?
No, these are just...
Oh.
Andromeda.
I remember Space Above and Beyond. That was one season. It was off the air. That was done.
I remember Andromeda.
I remember Andromeda. That was Gene Roddenberry's show. They took his name on it and didn't mean anything.
That's we need to pay you so we can have your name on it. That's please let us.
Please let us do this show and we'll pay for your rehab stay.
Oh, all right. Well, let's get out of here. Yeah, it's always difficult when it's a really good episode because we're like, the plot is very simple in this.
Yeah.
But it was good. We kind of knew where it was going to go.
Yeah.
But that's not a bad thing. It was cool the way they did it.
No.
Because the girl kills the mom and kills the dad, and then one of them drops the gun and she takes the handcuffs off him. He grabs the gun, shoots her in the basement, digs the hole, finds the letter with his name on it, buying an insurance policy for the grave, and then they shoot him. They're all alive. This is what they look like when they do it. That's it.
Look at Tim Curry's funny little face on the left. That's hilarious.
All right, Tim Curry. Let's talk about him for a minute. He's one of those actors that has like 4 or 5 like big roles in my lifetime. I don't really care for Rocky Horror Picture Show, but I still recognize that.
Sure.
You got Pennywise.
Yeah.
You got the butler from Clue.
Yeah.
You got what else is there? Really big.
Darkness from Legend.
That was it. Yeah.
That's the big one. I'm
trying to remember the 4th. That was it.
Congo.
He makes Congo more enjoyable.
Well, I think him and Ernie Hudson.
Smart.
Ernie Hudson actually elevates that movie too, and but Ernie Hudson's another good character actor that kind of makes his movies better. He kind of he shows up and actually the movie's pretty good. Like The Crow, he's a great choice for The Crow. He's a good point a foil to Brandon Lee in that movie. It's really well done. But yeah, no, Ernie Hudson's another one.
These things will kill you.
Yeah. Don't touch me! You were there the whole time. Yeah, least I could do. I've been holding this 36 hours of pain.
I love that he's at home in his boxers and his shirt tucked into his boxers and sandals or whatever the hell he's wearing, slippers, and his hat. His
yeah.
hat.
with a baggie on it still.
Yeah.
It's great. Such a great choice.
You always wear your hat indoors? Oh.
Though it's sad, though, because I saw Ernie at a convention, at a Toy Fair convention, and he's in the Ghostbusters outfit. Still fits him. He still wears it. But that's the thing. Like, that's his big sell point is Ghostbusters, so he's always in the outfit.
I don't think you should feel any shame for that.
No.
It's bigger than like he was third on Welcome Back, Kotter, one of those sort of things where it's like, oh, dude.
No, he's in a phenomenal movie for all time.
He's in a movie that like set our childhoods up.
Yeah.
Like that movie, like I'm still surrounded by Ghostbuster shit.
Yeah.
Like it's he shouldn't feel any shame for that. If I were in Ghostbusters, I'd still fucking wear the suit.
Oh, absolutely.
There's no way It's gonna fit into it.
Yeah, you oh God, no. And I wouldn't go across the street to meet Dan Aykroyd. I could give two shits about Dan Aykroyd.
No, I don't give a shit. He's my least favorite Ghostbuster.
Like, I mean, I respect him for his writing, what he did. Like, he did Ghostbusters, yes, but a lot of Ghostbusters is the other guys that came in and fixed Ghostbusters.
We saw what happens when you give Dan Aykroyd an unfiltered movie. It's nothing but trouble.
Nothing but trouble. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Good God.
See, all full circle. We have a plan for all this nonsense we speak.
Dan Aykroyd is like the guy who supplies Michelangelo the marble.
Yeah.
Other people like Ivan Reitman are like, all right, let's carve away and make something out of this.
Harold Ramis,
Harold Ramis and Ivan Reitman made that movie.
John Landis with Blues Brothers, like the Blues Brothers script was like 500 pages.
It was a ream of paper.
Yeah, and John Landis was like,
well, he said,
"What are you doing?"
Each character in the band had their own movie, pretty much.
Yeah,
and he's like, "No,
that's insane. That's just fucking nuts."
I will say this: Blues Brothers is a movie I like. That's all I'll say. I love the scenes with them, but the problem is there's way too many and too long of musical numbers in that movie.
See, that's what I enjoy. I like the musical asides.
I get bored. I'm just like, oh, okay.
Well, do you think if they had one less musical, you'd like it more?
I think if they cut each musical number in half, it'd be fine.
Okay. Yeah, it's a long movie.
Yeah, it's 2.5 hours or something.
And if you watch the extended version, it's even longer.
Yeah.
But it actually explains a lot of stuff that we never saw before, and it's actually kind of interesting to watch.
It does have more of the cowboy bar.
Yes.
Stuff I did watch it. The extended version.
It's got he works in the glue factory, and that's where he has the glue. Which again, you don't need to see that to understand what's going on, but it's kind of funny to see the background.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. I don't see anything. It's a personality preference. I just don't. I think the scenes are way too long.
No, I would say that's not. Yeah, that's a fair assessment. I just enjoy the movie. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I love it when it's on. And I have I quote it here and there. Do you have a Miss Piggy? That's a good one.
I like I said, I refuse to watch comedy sequels. And I've never seen it.
Yeah, I've never seen it either.
I heard there's zombies, and I'm like, now I want to watch it. Still haven't done it. It's been 23 years now, right?
Yeah, I don't want to see John Goodman sing. I don't care.
He does it in Roseanne. I watch it there.
Yeah, but I ain't watching it.
When he's in the band with Meatloaf.
Oh, Bob had bitch tits.
All right, LAWstudios.com, youtube.com/Loitering in Wonderland. Tuesday, Wednesday nights, we do live shows. You can see the schedule on LAWstudios.com. Those are 10 p.m. Eastern. I'm not going to get into details on what they are. You can find out. Any plugs?
Yeah.
We're about to review The Weatherman from 2005 on B-Movie Battle in the Cage Cast. But we'll save that for that. Until next time, in the meantime, I'm Phoenix. I love The Weatherman West.
Camel toe. Camel toe, David.
You're a dildo.
Dick ticket.
So long, citizens. All right.
You like The Weatherman?
We'll talk about it.
Oh, my God. It's such a little. I fast forwarded most of it. I'd seen it years ago, and I kind of remembered, okay, this is what happened. But I just was like, I had no time to really sit down to watch it. So I kind of watched it in half an hour. So maybe that's not the best judge of character, but I had seen it before.
Yeah.
And Gore Verbinski has a 9-inch cock. It's on his IMDb.
All right, let's see how this sounds in a second. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. We're recording.
You have an actor play 3 different. Because I saw her.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to.
All right. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick.
Go for it.
We'll be right back for Nick Cage cast. Ooh.
So afraid.
So very afraid. You're back. Dun, 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 dun.
That was fast.
Want to hear my dog howl?
No. Wow. My dog howls at the sirens.
I taught her to do that on command.
Wow.
The other one's silent as fuck.
You could be murdered in your house and they wouldn't do a goddamn thing.
She doesn't give a shit.
What you guys doing? You guys killing my master? Whatever.
Cool.
What's
Cool.
up?
I mean, you got shit to do. I got shit to do. What's the problem?
Whatever.
All right.
You ready? That's what my uncle said. He was a B&E guy, and he said if you got dogs, they just give them wieners and they'd come right in and rob you. They didn't care about dogs.
They don't give it unless you specifically train your dog to deal with that. They're not they're fucking dogs. They're not.
Yeah, they don't know a goddamn thing.
They don't give a shit. And why would you expect them to?
Yeah.
They bark if they hear something. That's it.
That's about it.
You throw it a hot dog, they're not going to fucking bark at you. So
they'll love you forever.
Yeah. Hey, throw me a hot dog in the ground. I'd be like, all right, take my TV.
I love you. Welcome to Costco.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, we can do that.
Try hard. Here we go. Oh, God. All right. Oh, hold on. Gotta fix my audio problems. It only does this every once in a while. It's fucking irritating.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I don't know what the hell you want, man. I didn't change anything. It's like, oh, you wanted me to use that? My mixer. We're recording.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! All right. This is B Movie Battle, episode 51, Nick Cage Cast, episode 29, for The Weatherman from 2005, directed by the master, Gore Verbinski. Here is our intro. It gets better every time I watch it.
This is all a legend.
It doesn't say he does coke. It says share your coke with him.
Yep.
What? I didn't say he's doing coke or that he did a lot of coke in the late 80s, early 90s. I'm not saying that.
Camel toe, David.
You fucking dildo.
Fuck you.
All right.
What are you doing here? I'm not trying to talk to my wife. Fuck you, dildo. God, you're a dildo.
I was going to make a bunch of clips for today, and I just didn't.
That's fine. We can redo it. We can do them right here.
Yeah, I'll have to pull them up if we want to watch it, because there are some scenes in that I do want to watch.
I got a Frosty thrown on me. It's from Wendy's.
Yeah,
you have things thrown at you, David. Why do they throw things at you, David?
There's a lot of fast food references in this movie.
Yeah, so there you go. Fuck this movie. I hate this movie.
Okay, well, let's start there.
I really did. I was so annoyed by this movie.
Why?
It's just such a whiny, bitchy movie. It's just like, oh, poor me. I can't be like my dad. And my life is, what is life? I'm a fucking multimillionaire. It's like, shut up. Stop bitching. Stop moping. Stop being a little bitch. And his wife's a cunt. I'm sorry. He's a good dad. He's done everything to help his kids. He's actually a really good father, unlike that dildo.
I don't know if I agree with that.
He's trying his best.
No, now he's starting to try. It feels like we're starting to watch him try. Before that, he was just like, we saw him in one flashback about the tartar sauce. He was a dick.
The tartar sauce where she says there's no tartar sauce. He says, who cares about the tartar sauce?
Yeah.
He's right.
Yeah, you kind of get an idea that he's always had this temper problem.
So does she, though. She instigates it.
Yeah, I'm not saying she's a saint. I'm just saying...
She's guilty!
That bitch!
That fucking bitch!
Dildo.
And then she cheats on him with a dildo. And we're talking about an actor.
I have a list of fast food places that are referenced in this. Arby's.
A lot.
Coffee.
And McDonald's at the end.
Is there like 9 times.
Yep.
Wendy's, he gets a Frosty thrown on him. KFC, one person's eating or drinking that, and then he also gets a chicken from KFC thrown on him.
No, he gets a chicken from Kenny Rogers Roasters.
Oh, that was it. That's also on the list. Burger King.
I thought that was an accident because I was sitting by a garbage can. I thought they were throwing it away.
Yeah. Gold Coast dogs.
Yep.
Taco Bell.
Is that real? Gold Coast dogs?
I don't know. I've never had it. Taco Bell, Kenny Rogers Roasters, like we said, and then Dairy Queen. You see these cups, and there's a lot of this movie devoted to people throwing food at him.
Oh, did you say a big gulp?
I don't know.
7-Eleven?
Is that 7-Eleven? Okay, I didn't.
Yeah, 7-Eleven. Yeah, big gulp 7-Eleven, yeah.
Okay, didn't know.
Yeah.
I've only been in a 7-Eleven like 12 times in my life. And
are they not in Arizona? Are they not in the Midwest?
They are, but they're
not as prevalent.
Yeah,
I have 2 on one street over here.
I don't know how they stay in business if they don't sell gas.
Well, it's basically you go there because you want to buy something that's cold, and if you eat food there, you're just asking to be killed.
Oh yeah.
And all the 7-Elevens that are in my neighborhood, the owner plays opera music over it, and it keeps the homeless people away. And it works because they do stay away. It's hilarious.
Why? Are they allergic?
Nobody loiters because the music is so oppressive. They don't stay. They move away. It's weird. It works. He's never had a problem.
It's like when they played the sounds of rabbits being killed and shit to the Branch Davidians in Waco. Like that's their version of that. Like fuck this.
This is too far for me.
I'm not doing this. Oh God.
I'm not going to get that Chipotle flavored hot dog today.
Oh God.
That food is not good.
So The Weatherman is a story about Nick Cage as a weatherman, and he is the most weathery weatherman you've ever weathered. I get when you say you don't like it and it's whiny. It makes me think like Zach Braff made a movie and made a weird indie movie. It's very Zach Braffish, where it's like, because the whole thing is a metaphor where he's trying to predict the weather, but he can't predict his life. So he's trying to control the weather like he controls. It's so fucking obvious. I have no problem with you complaining about that. There are scenes in this movie I do enjoy.
It's like you said it before. It's too scripty. This is a movie that was sold on its script.
Yeah.
And it's not that good because it's pretty obvious where it's going. And then you have the Gil Bellows from Shawshank being a weirdo pedophile.
I wanted more of that.
Then Nick Cage beats the shit out of him.
I wanted more pedophilia in my movie.
Who doesn't?
I always ask for more, and they're like, nah.
They just don't deliver it.
Yeah, okay. So Nick Cage is the weatherman in Chicago. He makes $350,000. Well, however the hell
These are jokes.
300. What is
the pedophile thing?
No. I really want it. $350,000 a year. And that's a good salary. But he's in Chicago, and he wants to get on what's his name show in New York.
Yeah, that was another thing that made me laugh.
They don't call it what it is.
Bryant Gumbel, who's just as bad as Matt Lauer in the Me Too movement. Maybe even worse. Because Gumbel left because it was all going to be exposed, and that's why he retired early.
Allegedly.
No, this is true. It's all true. That's why he doesn't say anything. Allegedly. Just like what I heard about some other football star who impregnated a intern on the show and gave her $1 million and said, "Get the fuck out of my life." And then they fired him from the show shortly thereafter.
Allegedly.
I didn't say who it was.
And now he hosts 15 other shows. Allegedly.
No, I don't think he hosts it. He's an asshole. No one likes him. He's a piece of shit. And if I told you who he was, isotoners.
No.
Oh, yeah. I guess he's an asshole. No one likes that guy.
There we go.
Okay, it looks like jizz all over his shirt. Bring an umbrella for all the jizz.
He has a family. He has an ex-wife and 2 kids with her. A daughter who's 12, and then a son they don't even introduce for a long time, and he doesn't speak to until about 3/4 of the way through the movie. And the conversation is through a car window. He's like a cracked car window. He's like, "Oh, okay," and he just walks away mid-sentence from his dad. Doesn't give a shit about his son. Okay, that's the basic setup. Is he's trying to fix his life, but he's a huge asshole. His wife is clearly fed up with him, and she's a huge asshole back to him. She's already moved on, and his kids are fuck ups. Like his daughter asks for money for a notebook. He gives her $20, and she buys some cigarettes, and she's like, "Strikes!" Like she talks in lingo, like she's been smoking for a while now. The son is clearly over his head and doesn't realize that I have a question. Tommy from Shawshank, Gil Bellows, is trying to fuck him. I get that part, but why they said something about him being in rehab. The kid, Nicholas Hoult.
Yes.
But then they make it sound like a program. He says Nick Cage says something about it being overblown. Is he really in rehab?
Well, he says it's his counselor. He says it's one of the counselors. Yeah. So maybe it was like he got caught with a substance. Because he said he got caught, but he didn't know if he did it or not. Maybe he was going to, but he decided to go to the counselor rehab because it's just a probation, basically. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
It's confusing. I'm like,
I didn't care enough to think about it. I just kept thinking, hey, that's Beast.
It's a 12-point game. Yeah.
That's Beast and the guy from Mad Max.
Nicholas Hoult, you could tell when he was coming out of his mom's vagina, looked like that. He just will always look like that. One of those guys that will look like that until he dies. And it's not he's fine looking, but
he came out of Jennifer Lawrence's vagina the same way.
He's very distinct looking.
Yeah.
And he's like kind of like a vampire-ish, but he's also handsome and very much not so.
Plus he's British. Weird. It's the British thing.
It's the British thing.
It's the British thing. He's got that Jonathan Rhys-Meyers thing, the Reezy Fawns, Daniel Craig. They all got that face that they could be a vampire, but they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're British.
fucking British. He doesn't look super British.
No, he could play an American pretty well.
Yeah.
Give him kudos here. He did that Hugh Grant movie where he's like, "Oh, what's so well, you my dad?" And then he's like, "Yeah, hi, Dad." Unlike Michael Caine.
You know what's a better version of this movie? Life is a House. You ever see that?
Yeah,
I like it.
I like Shattered Glass better.
It's one of the. He's so bad in Life is a House from the beginning part, then he gets better. But
Yeah,
he's like wearing emo stuff, and
it's such
so
a bad cliche emo,
and he's blowing dudes for drugs. It's so dumb. But it's the similar idea where a man hits in that movie. He's dying. Kevin Kline's dying. But in this, he hits a point where he's like, I don't know my fucking kids. I better take care of this. And it's just them trying to deal with the kids that are fuck ups at this point. And that movie did it a lot better because they gave a shit. And Nick Cage throughout his entire movie, I'm like, oh, I don't give a shit if he fixes his life or kills himself. I don't care.
Yeah, he's kind of just a dull void in this movie. He's just kind of just there.
I do have some notes on Nick Cage in this because he does do some stuff. Like I wrote, his character is a mixture of the Family Man and Matchstick Men.
Yes.
Where he's kind of really subdued like he is in the Family Man. Like he doesn't do anything in Family Man. Well,
Family Man, isn't that? I've never seen Family Man, that's Brett Ratner. But that's basically he is in someone else's life. Like he lives a life he doesn't live. Like it's like one of those. Like
it's one of those
Jimmy Stewart movies.
Yeah, it's what if I never married my wife type of thing.
Yeah,
Matchstick Men is a great movie.
Matchstick Men, yeah, is a better movie.
But he's very quirky in that, and he screams a lot, and that's why I put this where he's super subdued in this movie. And suddenly he'll talk to his ex-wife's new man, and he's like, "Shut the fuck up, you fucking dildo!" And he goes off. It's amazing.
And he tries to shoot him with a bow and arrow later.
Yeah,
he's thinking about murder. He's going to kill him with a bow and arrow.
There is some funny lines in this movie, though.
But I think that's the problem.
This is one of them.
For professional reasons. My first station manager suggested it. He said it sounded refreshing and that they wanted that quality. That may be true, but it's also annoying. I know that.
What kind of name is Spritz? It's a bullshit name. It's a TV name. He's bullshit.
No, I like him. He's handsome.
He's an asshole. I don't like his face. His asshole face.
There are some funny lines in this, and they're done.
It's very, like you said, scripty.
Yeah.
It's a scripty movie, and it's fine. It's whatever. But I think it was trying too hard. It just feels like it's trying to be too, like, I think it's trying to be too Coen Brothers without the Coen Brothers, and I think that always is a trap for writers and directors.
You have to be supremely talented to do a Coen Brothers type thing. Same thing with Tarantino. Otherwise, it comes off real bad.
Yes.
However, I do like this movie. I don't love it. I like it. I also hate it. There's some shit in this. I was like, oh god, I don't care.
Why do you think it's so like again? It's quirky. It's too quirky for its own good because he's basically walking around New York with a bow and arrow, and that does not happen because that's illegal.
Not illegal.
That's a weapon.
You can carry a shotgun around.
Not in New York.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think in this day and age, him walking around a white man with a bow and arrow ain't going to be happening in New York City. I mean, maybe in another 2 years because it's getting worse and worse over there, but maybe another 6 months, but not right now.
So compound bows are legal in New York City.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What about the arrows? The bows. Bows are not arrows.
Yeah, arrows are legal. You can carry an arrow around.
I don't know, not with a bow. I bet you there's separate. I bet you there's a law.
No.
Have you seen people carry bow and arrows in New York? It's not the fucking revolution. Not the French Indian War.
But nobody would do this. This is what makes it stupid and also...
Yeah, that's why it's stupid. It's scripty. That's why it's like, wouldn't it be fun? That's the poster. That's what we're going to sell the movie on. He's got a bow and arrow. He's the weatherman.
This is how much they forced the bow and arrow into the movie. He says at one point he's trying to connect to his daughter a year ago. She chooses archery. He drives 90 minutes somewhere else, and they do archery lessons. He paid it all. She only went the once.
Yep.
He tries to do it later with her. She's not interested. He does it on his own. He finally realizes, oh, maybe if I improve myself, I'll figure shit out better.
Yeah, that's one of those movies.
Yeah. And the whole movie is getting shit thrown at him, like fast food, and he has a whole speech about fast food. And then at the very end, he gets a job in New York City with Brian Gumble, and he's walking around New York City with a bow and arrow, and he's going, people don't throw food at me anymore. Probably because I carry a bow and arrow.
Probably because I carry a bow and arrow.
It's like, okay.
They think I'm Katniss from the Hunger Games, which is 7 years from now.
Yeah, it is very scripty. It is. I can see this being a very good script. And reading this, being like, this is fucking good. And then you watch the movie and you're like, kind of pretentious, isn't it?
I think it tricks you. If it was a script, you're reading it, you're like, this is good. I like where this is going. And then you go, oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, it reminds me so much of Garden State. It's very similar to Garden State, where sounds like a good script, and you watch it and you're like, okay, you're fucking the retarded girl now? Is that what's going on?
This is what I call the Apatow effect, where it's about rich people who are white and are always yuppies, and they have their problems because they're worried about existential bullshit, which doesn't really matter, but they're loaded. So they don't really have any real stress. It's just the stress of my life. What does it mean? It's just like, dude, it don't mean a shit. Just enjoy it. Shut up.
This stupid existential drama bullshit and they're causing their own problems. And a big part of the reason I like this movie is because I feel the same. Where the reason he's so bad, is such a bad person, is nobody ever told him how to do things. You could tell his dad was never like talked about emotion to the point. So, and I was like, okay, I could totally connect with that. You could tell because there's one scene later on where he's like, his dad is dying. Michael Caine is his dad, is an American, and he's dying.
Yes.
And he has that speech at the end to his son in the car. Listen to Bob Seger, and he's like, just his fucking life sucks. Just do what you can. And he has like this emotion, and then he's like, oh, and he like realizes, oh, I can fix this because someone finally fucking talked to him like a person.
And then he dies.
Then he dies right away.
That's right away. This is what you think of me, David. Was his name David? I might be making that wrong. Maybe being wrong.
It is.
Is it David? Okay.
But it didn't remind you of the scene of Ian Holmes in Garden State?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's very, very similar. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same fucking script, I swear.
Well,
details. This
was the period of these movies that came out. Like, this is when these movies came out. Garden State was 2004. This is 2005. I'm sure there's more. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Like the existential white man problem movie. Oh, the Angelina Jolie movie where she's a news reporter and she's going to be an anchor woman and she decides not to be an anchor woman. It's like, that's another stupid one.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, it's the one where she looked hot in a gray wig. Or blonde. She went blonde. I'll look it up. Hold on. Angelina Jolie!
It's like kind of like a Woody Allen type movie.
It's a wannabe Woody Allen movie.
Yeah.
In 2005, that's kind of where these all came from.
Yeah, it was a lot of the indie movies. I wrote down also, it's like an indie version of where the fuck
Life or Something Like It.
Yeah. Oh,
but that was 2002.
And then they had Jeff Who Lives at Home.
That movie sucks.
That was way later.
I hate that movie. That movie fucking sucks.
Where's my note? Oh, it's like I wrote down. It's an indie version of Anger Management.
Yes,
where he clearly has some fucking anger issues, and he doesn't deal with them at all. And then one day he's just like, "I'll take a job in New York, and then my anger goes away."
Yeah.
What? How?
Well, no, not only do I take a job in New York, I take a job that pays me $5 million a year starting pay.
No, it's $1.2 million.
Yeah, but he'll get more than that as the show goes on.
What do we talk about with this movie?
Well, you talk about Michael Caine's accent.
Yeah, Michael Caine's accent is. You could tell he is like. I feel like he's stepping or like biting his own tongue during every line. Like you're American, fucking talk American. He's trying so hard, like talking through his teeth.
Camel toe, David. Camel toe.
So there's some stuff I like in this, and it's sometimes you can tell when the quirkiness is being forced.
Yeah.
It's where the cloth goes up and you see too much of the vagina, David. You see too much. It looks like a camel's toe.
Okay, here. So, oh my God, yes, here we go. Lawrence. Okay, the Weatherman writer wrote "The Pursuit of Happiness" with
William Smith.
Will Smith. The Promotion.
Oh God.
The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
I like that movie.
Wonder.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
And a show called Perpetual Grace, which right there, but he's got like 7 projects coming up.
And they all have an emotion in the title? Good Christ.
He's got an untitled John Belushi project. That's interesting.
Oh, no.
John
John
Belushi.
Does he know? Does he know he's dead?
Yes.
Does he think he's working with Jim Belushi?
Oh, no. The Promotion had Sean William Scott in it and John C. Reilly. Never heard of it.
Oh, I was thinking of the one with isn't it like a De Niro one? Sounds like that.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my God, what is happening?
But this guy, shit, he's got a bunch of projects on the horizon. But this goes to show you that I guess, you know what? I guess Hollywood likes those scripty scripts. Those guys always work and they make 55 movies. They just like those scripty scripts where I have a voiceover, where I'm being ironic.
His hair, his wig in this movie is amazing.
Dildo.
It could be his real hair. It's just
yeah, it is really.
They force it over his forehead because
hold on.
It's the same time when the first what's it called came out and he has the same hair.
It's a Ghost Rider hair.
Ghost Rider, yeah. So here we go. Here's this scene which I also enjoy. He's yelling at his ex-wife's new man.
Russ,
step back right now.
Fuck you right now.
That made me laugh really hard because it was so awkwardly. Fuck you right now. What?
Fuck you, Spritz.
Fuck you, fat asshole. Dildo.
David, what are you doing?
I'm American.
David.
I think
David.
I just figured out what it is. It's him doing I'm from Chicago. I'll learn all my lines from Dan Aykroyd.
I'm talking to my wife. I'm talking to Noreen and this clown whose business this isn't.
You call me a dildo, it is my business, Spritz.
You are a dildo, pork fuck. Porker.
Pork fuck porker.
Pork fuck porker.
Yeah.
Clearly improvised.
No, I think that was scripted. That's 100% scripted. That is so scripted.
That is so lame.
That is a total scripted line. Absolutely.
That's actually worse if it was scripted.
It is 100% scripted. I guarantee you, that's a scripted line because it's too on the nose. Porky, porker, fuck, porky. Like it's just like that's what I feel like.
Porker, porky, whatever the fuck he said.
Porker, fuck, porky. I'm trying to talk to my wife. My hair, my Ghost Rider hair is getting in the wind. Camel. I did like the part though with his daughter where she says, "Camel told me strength." And it's like, yeah, you're right, honey. It does. I've heard that.
Oh, it's my favorite scene in the entire movie. Here it is.
Oh. Hey, take your shirt off.
When you pop that shirt off, take some pictures. Look at your games.
Hey, yeah. Gil Bellows, who's a good actor in his own right. I wish he was in more stuff, but
he's in I saw Scary Movies to Tell in the Dark or whatever, and I'm like, oh, why are you in this? No.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's the sheriff.
It was so, but he's always a sheriff now.
He gets killed because he's kind of a bigot.
He plays a sheriff in every fucking third movie, I swear.
Yeah, he's a Mexican kid coming into town.
Yeah.
He's going to go to Vietnam.
Yeah.
It's the story of my grandfather. Because my grandfather on my mother's side is Mexican. and he went to Vietnam. And he was a drinker and a fiend.
Thank you.
He put the blade in my mouth.
Why so serious, Weatherman?
Oh God. And that was 3 years later. Michael Caine connection. It makes sense.
I had to
Full
throw it.
circle. Where he blubbers a lot in Dark Knight Rises. Oh, I'm sorry. I failed you.
Every time I turn it on, it's on that scene.
Ah.
Not that scene, but the one where he's leaving and he's like,
Yeah.
I won't do it. I won't be a part of it.
I'm not
I won't do it.
And the next scene makes me laugh because the doorbell's ringing. He goes, Alfred, Alfred, can you open the door, please?
Entering your own doors now?
That's hilarious. Yeah, that's hard. I gotta watch that one again. I haven't watched that in a long time. Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, really? I watch it all the time.
It's a
always
good
on-
one. It's a good movie. But I haven't. It's just I think the one thing, just the ending is a little bit much, and I wish Talia al Ghul had a better death scene. But I think it's not a bad movie. People kind of hate on it. I don't understand the hate.
Really?
Oh, people hate on it.
Huh.
Yeah, they don't like it because they don't like the fact that Bane wasn't the mastermind. It was all
He's
Talia
never
al
been a
Ghul.
mastermind.
Well, I mean that's
Bane's
the
always
thing.
been just a chaos machine. Like
I'm here.
he's a puppet. He's a tool.
I'm the tool of destruction.
I love Bane. He's
Yeah.
good. I don't give a shit if he's not the main henchman. Who gives a shit? Why do you care?
I worked on that movie.
It's a fun movie.
I was on the set for that movie, and we got yelled at by Christopher Nolan
Oh, nice.
because we were out. We were all the extras were down below. They used us for like 3 nights, and they never used us because it was the whole cop chasing scene when he's on the freeway. When he comes back in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
After the Wall Street scene, and how funny is that? They shot it in New York, Wall Street, and then they shot it in Philadelphia, and then they shot in L.A. the other parts of it, and it all blends together. It's so weird.
You mean Pittsburgh?
Yeah, Pittsburgh, yeah. And then we were out watching the bat. I mean, it was fucking the Bat Pod running around being chased by 500 police cars. That was awesome. It was like, I want to watch this outside. And then they said, get those fucking extras out of the goddamn shot. They're coming out of the street. Get back in the fucking holding. And he said, get out of here. Oh, okay. Sorry, Chris.
Well,
Because like
him, you'd be like, oh, he's yelling at me. He's British. It's so adorable. His
And I
brother
shared
would be like,
the-
I'm sorry, dude.
I shared the pisser with him too. I was going to the bathroom, and it was me and him. We were alone together in the bathroom. I wish I would have said something. I didn't. I didn't want to. I'm not going to be that guy. So the stalls. There's literally 12 stalls. He was on this side, and I was on the other side, and I made all the room for him because I was like, "Oh,
Were
I
you
went
just
that
like,
way."
I guess this memory will have to be my only.
Pretty much, I just was
working
like,
on this.
I was like, "This is wonderful." And then I saw him walk out, and he was talking to Catherine, or what's her name, Catwoman and Juno Temple.
Oh God, Juno Temple is so bad in that movie.
She was actually in it way more. They cut her shit out completely.
Good. She's
'Cause
terrible in it. She's
she
fine.
was-
She's a good actress. She's not
Yeah.
good in that.
No,
I watch
She's-
other stuff.
I feel like she gets cut out of all the movies she's in because they like cut her scenes down. So something must happen with her.
She's like, the storm's coming. It's what you wanted. Remember?
That's
I'm
what
like,
she wanted.
"Oh."
Remember?
Maybe it's not her fault. It's the dialogue because I watched
Maybe.
other stuff and I was like, oh, she's really good. Like I've seen her in other things. I'm like, oh, so yeah, it's probably just a dialogue because she has no character. Like, who the fuck is she? She's just like
Yeah.
a weird lesbian living.
Yeah, that's what it is. I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
this Catwoman's bisexual.
Oh, the Weatherman.
Oh,
This is Nick Cage cast. We're not doing a podcast. We're doing a video show.
yeah,
Dick, go get the tartar sauce. Don't fucking forget it, you fuck.
It's not about the tartar sauce. I don't give a shit about tartar sauce. What are you doing? And then Nick Holt goes and watches Clear and Present Danger.
Remember when he throws his snowball at his wife?
That was funny. You leaned into it.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
They do a thing where everyone who recognizes him in public, either he's a dick to him or they just go, hey, Weatherman, and throw fast food at him. So at the DMV, the guy's like, can I get your autograph? He's like, oh, I'm not that guy. He's like, you looked at, he's like, no, I know who you're talking about. It's Dave, actually, Spritzer. No, I'm not him. The guy reads his forms and is like, I saw your fucking forms, dude. Like, come on, don't be a dick. He's like, get the fuck away from me. He just flips out on him.
Well, here's the thing: was that a black guy or a white guy?
White guy.
Okay, because the only time I ever fast forward the movie, the only time I saw him get mad at somebody was a black guy.
Yeah, the black guy is the next person he yells at.
Yeah, because the black guy was actually being nice to him. He wasn't really saying anything, and he blows up in his face. I'm just like, fucking racial tension.
I thought that was going to be because I saw this movie when it came out, 2005, so long.
Yeah,
I rented it at a video store. It was that long ago, and it's weird that I have a vivid memory of renting that movie, like being in the store and seeing it and going, "What the fuck is that?" and renting it, and then watching it, going, "What the fuck is this?" I still don't know what the fuck it is. But yeah, I thought it was going to be he gets a call for the interview in New York. He goes there with his dad and his daughter. Interview goes okay, like not great, goes well enough. Goes home. Immediately gets asked by that guy, the black dude, for his autograph. Flips out on him, and someone else throws something at him, and he chases him down and does something to their car. I forget what, but I thought that was going to be like recorded and shown.
Right.
White doesn't get the job in New York, but no.
Right. No, everything works out for him. He's fine.
Yes. If you're white, just be calm, patient. Shit'll work out.
That's all that matters.
I would have been more appreciative if this movie just said, "You're white, son. Just wait.
Yeah.
Life will be awesome. Just wait a minute." I would appreciate that more because I'd be like, "Oh, he's being fucking honest."
Let me tell you something here, Brownie. He's a bigot. My name's Spritz. It's Jewish. Do you get it?
Spritzer. Because I guess his dad won the Pulitzer when he was 32. And
he never wrote again after 38 or something.
Yeah.
So he lived off his laurels for a long time.
And he takes Nick Cage takes his wife to counseling because he wants to get along with her better for the kids. And then she writes a note, and then he writes a note to her, and they're all secret. You're not supposed to see it. And he immediately sneaks into the bathroom and reads it. And it's like his sci-fi novel is fucking terrible. I hated it. He spent 4 years on it. And he flips out on her, and then his was
blowjobs.
Her blowjobs lack enthusiasm.
Yeah.
And that
my blowjobs lack enthusiasm.
I just picture the screenwriter writing that, going, "All right, this is a good scene." Yeah, it's one of those scenes.
Yeah, I'm so Woody Allen-esque, and now you say that you get arrested because everybody's turning their back on Woody now.
Well, because certain things.
Because of the whole suit.
Oh, sorry. That popped up randomly. I don't know why that popped up. That was weird.
Was that Gil Bellows?
Come
on, you old timers. I don't deal with losers, Tommy.
Here's the problem with Michael Caine. Tell me what movie this is from. If you didn't know this is from Weatherman, The Prestige. I don't know, fucking 55 movies.
Tenet,
Inception,
Dark Knight Rises, Batman Begins, Jaws: The Revenge.
No, he's got longer hair in that movie.
Now, Jaws: The Revenge, he's always in Bahama shirts.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that too.
And that's what his greatest response was like. Jaws 4 was such a bad movie. Yeah, but the view from my house was wonderful. The house that it bought is amazing.
All he had to do is show up on a biplane. That's all he had to do in that movie.
And then he goes, "Oh, bloody hell!" when the shark comes up and attacks him. Oh, God. That movie, we got to watch that for B movie battle. That's a bad movie. The Jaws series. We should do those.
Yeah,
not the first one.
The fourth one, where it's literally the Jaws, the shark, tracking down this family.
Yes.
Because he knows where they're at.
Yeah. And he's killed the family off screen.
Yeah.
Like,
so dumb.
Because Roy Scheider was like, "Fuck you." And he hung up the phone when they asked him, "Hey, do you want to be in Jaws 4? Fuck you. Hungs the phone. They try to call Keith Gordon, but they lost his number because they didn't want him in the movie because he dies. That character, unless that's the character in the movie, I can't remember. Because there's two brothers, Roy Scheider, they got killed off screen by Jaws.
Yeah.
Camel toe, David.
Yes.
That's it.
So, what?
Shelley dresses in clothing not appropriate for her.
Appropriate for her.
All kids wear. Dad, it's a different generation.
They call her Camel Toe.
Michael
call
Caine
her-
lived long enough for us to do this to him.
They call her Camel Toe.
What?
Are you aware of that?
What?
That her colleagues call her Camel Toe.
Her colleagues call her Camel Toe.
He describes what a camel toe is here. And
Yes.
this is great. Play this at his funeral, his living funeral. Play this.
What are you talking about?
It means the crease in her vagina that they can discern through her clothing.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna play.
That they could discern from her clothing.
Crease in her vagina means they can discern through the clothing. It's the politest way.
David.
Yeah.
He looks so bad in Tenet, though. When he shows up in Tenet, he looked real bad. He looked like Christopher Lee in his last movie, which was Dark Shadows, because he just sits the whole time. He's just sitting at the table, and so is Michael Caine. So it's just like Michael Caine can't walk. Like he's like old. He's had it, and I think they couldn't. I don't think Michael Caine can travel. He's so old, so they had to go to basically Michael Caine. They had to go to his house and shoot in his dining room, basically, and make it look like a restaurant. Because he can't move, he can't go anywhere.
Yeah, I'm looking at him right now.
He looks bad. He looks old. It's catching up. He's not going to be long for this earth.
How old is he now?
He's up there.
I'm curious. He's got to be 80,
He's 80 plus.
87.
Gotta be.
That'd be my guess.
Yeah.
Let's find out. He was born in 33. Yeah. So that's almost 90. He'll be 90 in 2 years.
88.
70, yeah.
Yeah. He's up there.
And God bless him. Hope he
Yeah.
lives forever. The man is delightful.
He's not, but yeah. He's been with the same woman for fucking 50 years, too. Good man. He likes that. He liked that exotic, because she's an exotic looking woman who still looks good. She's got to be 80, 78 or 90, at least 10 years younger than him. So she's got to be 78, 79, 80. She still looks good for her age. Good for him.
She's a Julie Newmar. You're like, damn.
Yeah, Julie Newmar's. Yeah,
If I was 80.
I hit it.
Yeah, if I could.
Betty White, why not?
I stick to it and hit it. Yeah.
Just like Thelma or Winona. Hey, Winona.
Okay, so where the fuck else? Oh, okay, so we didn't talk about the dad cancer stuff.
I have lymphoma, David.
Yeah, he's got lymphoma. He takes him, the introduction scene to him, he takes him into the doctor, and then he tells him after that he has a lymphoma. He just walks into his apartment, like standing outside the door. I have lymphoma. Talk to you later.
Yeah.
Walks away.
I was going to tell you tomorrow, goodbye.
But I didn't.
I can drive you. I like to walk. I like to walk.
Yeah, it's such a clear setup that he's going to die and have to pass some sort of last minute wisdom to his son. It's
Again, it's scripty. It's a script. It's a scripty script. That's what it is.
Scripty script that scripted all over your script movie. And this is where I get to my weird crossroads, where somehow there's enough in this movie that I like, and parts of it are so fucking obnoxious to me. It's only an hour and 38 minutes. It felt like 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
The first 50 minutes, 45 to 50 minutes, is a fucking eternity. The rest of it goes a lot quicker, but that first setup, I'm like, God, fuck, Christ, come on. It's like, and that's where all the witty dialogue is in the beginning, and it still wasn't enough to speed it along.
Yeah.
Oh, here's him staring at that girl's ass when he's trying to get tartar sauce.
I want to be pussy.
Yeah, some guys don't. Maybe it's just black guys. What was this dialogue?
I like to be pussy. God, it's just like, thank you, Nick Cage. Thank you, scripty script.
Yeah.
Oh man, I got problems. I'm rich. How does he afford that house? That house in Chicago that he gives to his wife if he only makes like $150,000 a year at the local.
He makes $350,000 a year.
Okay, but still, that house is like a $5 million home. That house is ridiculous.
I think he lives in Naperville. I'm guessing based on the neighborhood look of it. And the Naperville school band plays in the parade at the end.
There you go.
That's another thing. But Naperville is a really nice neighborhood. It's not $5 million though. It's
Sure. I mean, it could be $2 million.
If you buy a $2 million house, you don't own it. You pay $350,000. You can definitely make payments on that.
Sure. But you also have 2 different cars. He has his own apartment in Chicago. That's a lot of money. So that all goes. I mean, and you know, he's taking archery lessons.
That's $350 total.
Right there, boom, he's done. It's just like the Shield when they talk about I got no money to spend. I have no money because they stole all this money from the Armenian money train, and basically they spent their money. Oh, the Shield's great. That's a good show to watch.
You've been telling me to watch that for 20 years now.
It's a good show. Well, like Matt got to do it.
Yeah.
Matt wouldn't shut up about it, so I had to just fucking watch it, shut up and put it on. I don't want to hear it. Just shut up and put it on.
You do what I do. He literally came to my house here in Arizona and made us watch the first episode of that fucking Showtime show.
Oh, not Banshee.
Banshee.
That's
Cinemax.
Yeah.
And we watched whatever it is. And we watched it, and I was like,
it's a fun show.
It was fun, but also I'm like, this is bad. Like, some of it's bad.
Well, it was an action show. It was like, yeah.
And he's like, all right, so you're going to watch the rest of it. I'm going to go to sleep. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go. And I never watched another episode again.
Yeah, it happens. I've only watched the first season, I think. Most of them.
Same thing you do with, what's it called? The Jason Bateman show. Arrested Development.
Right, yeah.
Non-stop talking about that. I watched the first episode and never watched another one. I'm like, that's good.
It took me a while. I watched them. They were funny. They're good.
There it is. I like everybody
the
on
new
the show.
ones. Yeah, the new ones not so much, but the old ones are pretty good.
It's one of those things that for some reason I just don't know why I haven't watched it. I know I'm gonna like it. Same thing with They Live. Remember, I finally watched it. I'm like, yeah. I knew I would. I knew I like it, and I don't know.
What's funny about Arrested Development was like they set up everything, and it pays off in such a fucking funny way. Like it's really kind of funny. And then Charlize Theron plays him. You end up finding out that she's mentally retarded.
Oh, nice.
It's fucking
ruining that.
Oh, that's the best joke of the show too.
Oh, thanks. Great.
You'll forget. You'll never watch it. What are you talking about? You're never gonna watch this shit.
I've had 20 years.
Yeah, you've had 20 years. The joke's over.
Yeah, it's not gonna do it.
TV will never be the same again.
Yeah. Weatherman. Okay. Let's go to this background. The living funerals part kind of bothered me because I'm like, oh shit, because I wrote a book. I'm writing a book for 20 years now. 20 over. And I was like, I have it. The opening scene is a living funeral.
Is it called The Living Funeral?
No.
Is it called The Living Funeral of Michael Caine, who dies of lymphoma?
Yes. Strangely enough. But I wonder if I subconsciously got it from this, but I remember I did my film school thing about it. That story. I still never finished that book and was like, I'll get to it. But the opening scene is very similar to The Living Funeral. I'm like, oh no, did I get it from this? Because I added that scene later. Oh God. Like,
maybe.
Because I don't remember that. I heard it. I was like, what the fuck? I'm so caught off guard.
That's a concept I haven't heard of in a while, though, a living funeral.
Yeah.
I don't think they do those anymore.
Did they ever actually?
I don't know. Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. That's why I wrote it in the book.
Well, I felt like that's such a selfish thing. I feel like that's the thing. I think that with this movie, it's a selfish movie.
Yeah.
And I think that's what pisses me off because we were talking about the other day about how like now every character is like The Stand. It was a selfish characters. They were all selfish. And it's just like that's the modern day thing now is you have to think about it's all selfish. A living funeral. So I can see everybody talk about me and tell me to my face what you think. It's just like, fuck you, you're dead. Move on. You don't do that shit. You enjoy yourself when you're alive. You say your shit up front and you're honest and you move on.
Fuck off.
You can't have that hang up shit because then it's never going to let you. Yeah. Get your shit and get the fuck out of here.
Well, it's no different than throwing a party. Like, I'm going to see all my friends, but having them make speeches to you is the weird part.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If they want to do that, that's fine, but don't.
Well, no, not even like even at a wedding. It's like I would never get married and have people come over for the wedding. I don't want a wedding. I don't believe in them. It's just like you have to force people to come to a place, spend money, get a hotel, rent a suit, be part of this shit, and then you give them a dinner, which is probably subpar at best usually, and you expect them to give you a gift. It's just like what the. I had to go to fucking Disneyland for a wedding.
This poor actress. I found a very unfortunate still of her when I was scrolling through.
Oh, camel toe, Mike David. She's got a camel toe.
There you go. Here's the speech. His whole speech at his dad's living funeral. He gets out. My dad makes me think of Bob Seger's "Like a Rock."
Pew!
That's all he says, and the power goes out. And then Michael Caine comes over the last time we see him, and he's like plays that song, and he's like, "Why? I don't get it."
I don't understand this, David. Why does this song remind me of you? You
David
remind me of this.
Shit. Yeah, I don't know what he says, but it's the movie Garden State done again.
I would say yes.
With
a middle-aged man as opposed to a 20-something, a 35-year-old pretending to be 24.
And it's both movies. I understand why you don't like it, and I think they're pretentious as hell, but I still like them.
I haven't seen Garden State in a long time, so I think if I were to rewatch it, I probably will hate it.
Yeah, it's been a while. But
I think I've grown up, and I think
the only part I hate about that movie is sometimes when you stare into the abyss stares back. Whatever the fuck he says.
Is that the Weatherman?
No, Garden State.
Oh, Garden State.
I'm like, oh god. In that movie, the abyss is the unknown, the life.
I still like that part though in Garden State where he says, "Desert Storm trading cards." Those are going to be worth big money someday. And every time I go to a thrift store, I see boxes of them everywhere. I could literally buy boxes for $5 a piece.
Those really exist?
Oh, yeah. You want one? I'll send you one. I'll put one in the next box.
Please do the next dick box.
I'll find. Oh, they're fucking. I can get you a case of them. They're everywhere down here.
Oh man.
And they're not worth a fucking dime. They're just stupid.
He takes the job at the end.
Trading card of a fucking war. How embarrassing.
He takes it when you go into a comic shop. You realize how many things have trading cards, like Beetlejuice trade. You're like, how the fuck? Why?
And the worst part of it, they're starting to grade trading cards now. So trading card market has shot up exponentially. Like I look online. If you have a vintage card that's graded of a certain movie, they had a Return of the Jedi Princess Leia card graded a 9. On the eBay auction, it was at $60 for one card. That isn't even a baseball card.
I remember having Terminator 2 cards.
I have those. Yeah, I have them in packs. I bought them the other day.
I had the 3D cards from they came from when they re-released Star Wars. Remember those 3D ones that came in Doritos?
Yeah.
Those.
Oh yeah, I got those somewhere.
Yeah.
I wish I had the whole set.
And of course, I had what's it called? Why the fuck am I blanking on everything tonight? The gruesome Gary, like those things. What the fuck are those?
Oh, the Cabbage Patch or garbage Pail Kids. Yeah, those are big money too. If you got the first and second edition cards of those that run, like the '80s card, they're fucking money. They're worth some. It's ridiculous with the prices for them. But it's just 80s shit comes back big time. I talked to an old lady today who I was at one of those thrift stores, and we're talking about comics. I said, "Yeah, people buy them and resell them here and there." And she goes, "Oh, my son has a bunch of comics at my house. He lives in Virginia." I was like, "Oh, well, what part? How old do you think they are? Because if they're 90s, they're no good." He goes, "Oh, no. He was born in '62." So I was like, "Really? So does he have comics from like the late 60s, 70s into the 80s? Like that would be fucking great." So I hope she calls me back. I hope she calls me. I'll buy them all.
She's like, "You got to prove you love me first." Like,
you love me.
We're referencing the last show we did.
You think I look like the Mona Lisa?
LAW Anthology series review on Tales from the Crypt, Death of some Salesman.
Sure, if I can get the comic collection for a good price, why not? Ain't nothing wrong with this 74-year-old. Yeah.
I'm starting to get the text about the Suns.
Uh-oh.
It's starting to happen.
Is it good or bad?
Good.
Or are they fucking with you?
No, I'm watching the game too, so
Oh, okay.
I know they're not fucking with me.
So this if they win this, it's over.
They win.
They go to the championship. Yeah.
And both of the other teams are injured as shit. So hopefully,
Who's the other team though?
either Milwaukee Bucks or Atlanta Hawks.
Oh god, this is gonna be no one's gonna watch this final. Holy shit! Talk about lame-o NBA Finals this year.
The Milwaukee Bucks have one of the biggest players in the league, though, but he's also injured. He just tore apart his fucking knee, so he's done.
Is he as big as Shaq? Was he as big as Shaq? I'm 7'10". I'm a big man.
So, out of 10, what do you give this movie?
5.
Okay. Part of me wants to give it a 7. I am going to give it a 6, though. Some of it I really, really enjoy, like some of the lines, but I also realize those are just funny script notes. Have him say this. It's funny to see Nick Cage swear. Call a guy a dildo. Pork or fuck pork, whatever the hell he says. Like, that's funny, but the movie itself, everything's so fucking obvious, and I hate the shit toward the end where it's like, weather's unpredictable. And the whole time he's trying to yell at his colleague at work, like, I need to know how it's going to go. And he's clearly talking about life. Clearly talking about how life goes. And it's so fucking obvious.
Yeah, but that's what I hate is when like these people have these crises, and it's like, look around it, you're fine. Yeah. You're not starving. You have money coming in. Your kids are actually not that bad. And your wife is just a bitch. But she's an ex-wife. She's an ex-wife. You're going to deal with her anymore.
Yeah, but
you should be fucking happy.
Yes. What happens in this movie that is really bad for him?
Nothing. It's just his poor me. Well, life doesn't mean
his dad gets cancer and dies. That definitely yes.
But that happens to everybody. Everybody's parents die. Yeah.
But you can't say it's nothing. It's something. But other than that,
yeah.
Like, he's an asshole. That's why you're in this situation. Stop being an asshole. End of situation.
Yeah, you're Matt Lauer. Get over it.
If he stopped yelling at his kids and wife and her new guy, fine. Everything will be fine. Just shut the fuck up.
And not point an arrow at him and almost try to kill him.
Because after the living funeral power goes out, he goes outside with an arrow and he shoots a couple into the tree and he points it at the new guy right here. And he just holds it on him and he's just like, I love the fact he's like,
wait a minute, are you going to shoot me? Yeah.
The wife is like, check him out. He's like pointing a fucking arrow at me.
Who another good character actor? He's in everything. That guy
is he in The Sopranos?
Yes,
he's got to be.
He is in The Sopranos.
He has to be. He looks like
he was in The Sopranos. Yeah, he's in the first season. He's Jackie Aprile. He dies of cancer in the first season.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's in the whole season.
Fun.
He's there's a scene where he's getting chemo. And he looks up and the nurse is just jerking him off. He goes, oh, hey. And her top's open. And Tony Sperry goes, I got you.
Oh, no. You got me.
You bastard. Ah, you fuck. But the Sopranos prequel looks pretty solid. I'm excited.
It's weird to do it now. Like,
well, it's all he's got. David Chase. He tried to do another movie. He did another movie about like musicians, and nobody gave a shit.
It's so weird. It's so randomly.
I think this is his 401k. This is like his last like check.
How long has it been off the air?
Since
15 years.
They just had the 20th anniversary 2 years ago or 3 years ago because it came out in '99. I remember I was in high school when it came out, and we watched it every Sunday. It was awesome.
It ended in 2007. So 14 years ago. So, yeah, pretty close.
Yeah.
So, weird, right?
But they had
2 years later, Sons of Anarchy has a prequel, or like a different show.
Yeah, Sons of Anarchy.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
that's usually how you do it. Like Breaking Bad turned into Better Call Saul, like 2 years later.
Yeah.
15? That's weird. And do a prequel? That's even weirder.
In a movie.
It's a movie? It's not a TV show?
No, it's a movie. Yeah, it's a theatrical release.
That's why he's in it. I was trying to figure out why John Bernthal would even sign up for that.
Yeah, no, it's a movie. Yeah,
okay,
it's straight up. Yeah, it's It's just about Tony Soprano being a teenager, and something happens, and all the characters are in it. So you see them all young. So it's good. It looks good. It looks pretty good.
Like the Irishman, where they're all young CG face.
No, it's all different. It's all different actors. Yeah, no, there's no old people in this movie pretending to be young.
You don't have to watch a 25-year-old Robert De Niro trying to pick something up
when he curb stomps that shop owner, and it's obviously a 78-year-old De Niro kicking somebody. It's so bad. It's just like, get a stunt man and put De Niro. Like, you're gonna spend all that money with that shit. Do that. It looks better. Because it's obviously old.
Do the Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
He does it when he stomps. Like, move the camera so I'm not watching and
Well, and just don't show me their hands when there's liver spots all over them. Like, you're killing the illusion, Marty.
I want to see some computer goo all over his hands and get rid of
it was because when they're working on the car in the beginning, and De Niro's like 35 years younger in the face, and it doesn't matter because their hands look like 80-year-old hands.
Well, that's an important scene because that's where he meets Joe.
Yes, it completely throws me out of the scene. I'm just like, oh God. They spent $150 million on this movie. They couldn't do that. They couldn't fix the hands.
It's so weird because the faces look fine. Like after
the you just don't think about it.
I ignored it. I didn't think about it. But the hands and the old movements. I'm like,
it's obvious they're old because they walk slowly. They walk like they have crystal balls.
Every time, how many scenes do they have in Florida where they're sitting in that diner?
Yeah,
and I'm like, they are just sitting all the time in this movie. They're finding any excuse to go sit down. I'm like, they're supposed to be 40-something.
Why are you wearing shorts to a meeting? You come here wearing shorts to a meeting? It's disrespectful. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm on vacation. No, fuck you. You're in shorts. I can't look at you.
Yeah.
It's a good movie, but it's just,
It's a good, really good movie.
I need to watch it again. I gotta watch that.
That's that movie. Let's talk
about... Oh, sorry, Weatherman.
Yeah, I give it a 6.
Yeah,
I can't give anything more. What's it have on IMDb? I'm curious. I didn't
5 something. I think it's 5. 6.5. Oh, okay.
The problem is if you're a general audience member who doesn't know anything about movies, that doesn't care about the predictability of scripts, and it's clearly scripted, like everything's scripted in this, obviously. But I mean, it's scripted. When we say scripted, it means it's by the fucking numbers scripted, and it's like a script writer going, "This is fucking like indulging in his own ego on the page." That's what I mean by that. And the regular audience member is not going to care about that.
No.
So it has a 6.5 with 78,000 reviews, and that's a fine score. It's not a bad movie.
No, right? It's not. The subject material bugs me when you got people with no problems complaining about the problems. I just hate that.
Yeah,
it's Judd Apatow syndrome because Apatow, all his movies are like that. And it's just like, fuck you. That's your problems. Oh, I have to sell my Mercedes maybe because I just can't afford the payments, but I can. But it's like,
when his choice. Okay, here's the stakes of this fucking movie. I want to go make $1.2 million per year and live in New York City and be on national television, but I guess I'll have to stay here and make $350,000 in the third largest market in the country.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No.
How bad is life?
As a weatherman.
And you're like
you don't work.
He even says in the beginning, he doesn't hide. He's like, I don't do anything. I don't even have a meteorology degree. I know nothing.
Like what Lewis Black said, best job in the world, weatherman in San Diego. What's the temperature going to be? What's the weather going to be like there? Nice. Like, that's it. That's your job. You get 6 figures a year.
Do they even need a weatherman in San Diego? They could just cut to a pre-shot of 77.
It's like that shot from Defend Your Life where it was the Weather Channel. 77 all day long.
I pictured when the Chargers moved to LA, I was hoping they'd stay in San Diego and rename themselves the San Diego 77s. I was hoping they would do that.
Nope.
Like, guys, you live in paradise right now. Like, it's fucking San Diego. It's
Now
awesome here.
you move you play in the Coliseum, which is so gross.
Yeah, you're gonna go be the second team in LA. And nobody gives a shit about the Chargers in LA.
No, they don't. They
Go to
don't.
San Diego. You guys are fucking rock stars here. You're the only major team here. Oh, except the fucking Padres, which nobody cares about.
Well, it was like Oakland. They just didn't care. The cities wouldn't give them any money to repair anything. They just were terrible to their sports teams. And like, fuck, Oakland's the worst. Thank God they're going to Vegas.
I went.
It's so awesome.
Yeah, you're a Raiders fan. Some fucking reason.
Yeah,
Raider Nation.
Raider Nation, the black hole, Chucky.
I was in Oakland a few years ago, probably 5-6 years ago, and I'm like, this is a fucking shithole. And the fucking the Warriors left too. They're in San Francisco now.
Yeah.
So they have no teams except for the fucking A's. And
the A's are going to leave too. The A's are going to go to. They might go to Vegas too.
The A's want their own stadium. They can't even fill the bottom section of that stadium.
And it's right off of BART. Like, you take BART to the stadium, it takes you right there. That's how we used to do it. And it's a fucking disaster zone. It's just disgusting.
Yeah. It was embarrassing watching the Raiders games when they have clearly a baseball field dirt going through it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's horrible. And that was the last field in the fucking league to have that.
Yeah.
Nobody else. And that fucks up an athlete. That dirt, it fucks you up. It'll fuck up your legs. It's not good. They wouldn't change it. Just disgusting. Now, Oakland's the worst city in America. One of the worst in America.
It's like when the Rams would have to switch the field after something else was there.
Yeah.
And they would have like the other logo clearly visible through the Rams logo in the center field. It's like, oh man. It was so bad. Oh, we are doing anything to talk about anything but the weather, man.
Yeah, it was enough.
We're done.
We're done. We're good. We're done.
That's it. Right?
We're over. It's over.
In the dildo.
What's our next movie we're watching on the list here?
Okay, so thank you for asking.
Maybe Adam will join us next time.
The next episode we're doing is we're going back 20 years. No, 10 years. Yeah, 10 years. That's how time works. We're going back 10 years to 95 for Leaving Las Vegas.
You mean 25 years?
No, from this movie. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah. 2005, 95.
We're here in 2005. Now we're going back 10 years for Leaving Las Vegas.
Fantastic. Oh my God, it's going to be even more depressing.
Yes. It's
That's a rough one. That's going to be tough. That's going to be.
Winning.
How are we going to. Oh, they're winning? They did it?
It's over. 130 to 103.
Oh, wow. They kicked the shit out of them. Wow, that's bad.
We're going to the finals.
Wow, how amazing. No one's going to. The only Nielsen ratings is Arizona, and where's the other one? Milwaukee?
Or Atlanta.
Yeah, well, Atlanta's actually a big market, but that's it.
Hey,
so they better pray Atlanta wins.
Oh man, this is awesome.
They've been there before, though, haven't they?
93.
Oh,
yeah.
And you weren't even a Phoenix fan by then. I mean, the Heat you weren't really into until you got to Arizona, right?
The Heat
or Phoenix Suns? I'm sorry.
No. I am my first team is the Bulls.
Yeah.
But yeah, Suns I've been into a long time.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Well, you've also been in Arizona a long time.
Yeah, I've been in Arizona fucking 13 years now.
Yeah, so that'd be
I was a fan 6-7 years before I moved here.
So, oh, really? Okay.
2000. But
was that one of your reasons for going to Arizona? Was to be closer to the Suns?
Maybe. I don't know.
That was one of the choices.
No, I like two teams in the NBA. I don't. Some people are like, you can't like. I'm like, fuck you. I don't care.
It's fucking. You can like whatever you want.
Shit. No.
Yeah. That's why I hate that. By the way, when people say, like my friend always says, I hate sports fans because they always say our team. It's like, you're on the team, asshole. You're running with the team. You're doing you're working out the gym with the team. You just watch your fucking fat ass on the couch and watch them play. You don't play for them.
I don't mind if people say our team. I hate it when they go, I gotta wear this jersey. Like I wear whatever
yeah.
the fuck I want. I don't. It
Yeah.
doesn't actually matter. Sometimes
No.
I don't wear anything.
No.
I hate it when like, we gotta game day. I gotta wear. Like, they're
I
not gonna
tell you-
fucking know.
I tell you what, though, there's nothing better than wearing an Oakland Raider jersey in Oakland. It was like a bulletproof vest. No one would mess with you because they'd be like, "That's right. Welcome to Oakland, motherfucker. Welcome to Oakland, bitch."
I don't wear my Vikings jersey.
No, they will fucking kill you. I remember we were out there for the Baltimore Ravens when they beat them, which was the worst day ever. The 2001 championship game, the year after the snow job, when the Raiders could have won 3 Super Bowls in a row if they got their head, if they weren't cheated out of it.
Lil Wayne is in the center court with all the players, and he's got blonde dreadlocks. What the fuck is happening?
Say what you will. I like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne actually is a nice. He don't talk about race. He's like
famous.
Lil Wayne was the guy that said, "You know what? I've never had a racist event in my life because I must be lucky. I've never had a problem. No one's ever been racist to me." And everyone's like, "No, that's not true." He goes, "It's true. I don't hate people. I've never had a problem." And like people say, "No, you're a liar." And he goes, "No, I don't care."
Well, having face tattoos does
That'll do it.
Well down some of the.
Hey, you! Oh, fuck!
I don't want to get stabbed.
I can't. I don't know whether to look at you or read you.
Holy shit! Okay,
There you go. Exciting.
Leaving Las Vegas is next, and after that, A Score to Settle from 2019. After that, The Rock, which Adam chose from 96, and then you chose Adaptation 2002.
Yeah.
Oh, here's my rankings of the Nick Cage. I don't have it live for us here, but here's in the post in the edit. Here's the rankings for Nick Cage movies and performance. However that shapes out, it'll be right on screen right now. Anyway,
that's high.
Right?
Wow, that's a list. That's a list.
Holy shit.
Man, put it in post.
Yeah. Special effects, man. Green screen.
Of a live show.
Yeah, I don't post this live show to the actual feed.
Oh.
To the Nick Cage feed. Nick Cage cast feed. B-Movie Battle feed.
Oh.
I'm starting to get the text messages.
Yeah, it's time to go.
All right. Until next time, in the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
Dick Ticket.
LIWstudios.com. Lloyd Ticket Wonderland on YouTube. So long, citizens. So long, Nick Cage. So long, you dildo. You fucking porky dildo.
It's called Camel Toe, David.
I want to end this show with just Michael Caine going camel toe, camel toe, camel toe, camel toe.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to work on that. You're gonna have
to that video right now.
You're gonna edit it later, aren't you?
He's still talking. He's still saying camel toe.
Oh.
All right. So long, citizens.